Hi guys, good evening. Welcome to the class 4th of top MCQ series for economics component of your upcoming SEBI Grade A 2025 examination. And the MCQs that we are discussing here, they are based on the most important concepts and also they are important for the upcoming NPS examination too. And I hope कि आपने previously सारे sessions देखे हैं. If not, then please go through it because the concepts, the MCQs that we are discussing, they are very important guys. And believe me, many questions you would be observing, you would be seeing in the actual examination out of these MCQs, right? और ये बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है आपके एग्जाम के लिए. तो अगर आप इन्हें मिस करेंगे तो शायद कहीं ना कहीं आप एक अपॉर्चुनिटी मिस कर रहे होंगे. तो चलिए स्टार्ट करते हैं. विल अगेन डिस्कस सेट ऑफ 20 मोस्ट इंपॉर्टेंट MCQs एंड एट द एंड आई विल बी ऑल्सो गिविंग यू the achievers question as we do in all our sessions. So the achievers question of the previous session was, and you know the rules, what is the achiever question? This is the homework question of the previous session. If you answer it correctly, then your name is reflected in the next session. So this is the question of the previous session. So the question was, what is the managed floating exchange rate system? Options are a system where the currency value is strictly fixed by the government and does not fluctuate. A system where the currency value is left entirely to fluctuate according to market forces without any government intervention. A system that combines elements of both fixed and flexible exchange rate policies, allowing for market-driven fluctuations but permitting government interventions when necessary. A system where the exchange rate is adjusted daily based on inflation differentials between countries, and a system where the currency value is pegged to multiple currencies simultaneously. So tell me guys, what is the right answer according to you here? If you have not answered earlier, then you have a possibility to answer it here. So right answer is option number C, that is a system that combines elements of both fixed as well as flexible exchange rate policies, allowing for market driven fluctuations but permitting government intervention when necessary. तो यहाँ पे जो फिक्स्ड और फ्लेक्सिबल एक्सचेंज रेट रेजीम होते हैं उन दोनों के फीचर्स को कंबाइन करके मैनेज फ्लोटिंग एक्सचेंज रेट सिस्टम होता है, जहां पर कुछ हद तक यहाँ पर फिक्स्ड एक्सचेंज रेट पॉलिसीज को रेजीम को फॉलो किया जाता है एंड बियॉन्ड दैट बेसिकली फ्लेक्सिबल एक्सचेंज रेट रेजीम को यहाँ पर फॉलो किया जाता है. ठीक है, चलिए. सो बट अनफॉर्चुनेटली नो वन हैज आंसर्ड इट करेक्टली. किसी ने भी यहाँ पर सही आंसर नहीं दिया था एंड दैट इज वाई दिस स्लाइड इज ब्लैंक हियर. इफ यू वांट टू सी योर नेम गाइज, then answer the achievers question. I will be discussing one achievers question again at the end of this session, and if you give the right answer, your name will be reflected in the next session. So question number first of today's session is, what does the nominal exchange rate represent? Options are the amount of foreign currency needed to purchase a unit of domestic currency, the number of units of domestic currency needed to purchase a unit of given foreign currency, the average value of a basket of currencies in terms of domestic currency, the inflation adjusted rate at which one currency can be exchanged for another, and the amount of domestic currency needed to purchase a unit of gold. And friends, one condition is there that you all have to participate. जितना ज़्यादा participate करेंगे उतना ज़्यादा you will be confident. Otherwise, what would happen if you feel that if I commit the answer, then if I attempt the answer, then I would commit the mistake. Guys, do not have this misconception. These sessions are conducted so that you can commit the mistakes, you can gain the confidence, you can enhance your knowledge, right? ताकि आप actual exam में कोई भी mistake ना करें. That is why we are conducting these sessions. So do participate. No one is going to judge you here. You will not be getting any negative penalty here, even if you are attempting it incorrectly. तो attempt करिए, attempt करने से मत डरिए. So right answer is option number B here, that is the number of units of domestic currency needed to purchase a unit of a given foreign currency. For example, if I am saying that $1 is equals to rupees 90, suppose I am saying this, which means what is happening here, in order to have 1 unit of dollars, I need to spend rupees 90. This is the nominal exchange rate, right? This may increase also, this may go to $1 equals to rupees 95 also, this may decrease also. Suppose $1 is equals to rupees 80. So the thing is, the simple understanding of this particular phenomena is that in order to have 1 unit of any currency, how much local domestic currency you need to spend. Got it? Question number second is, what does the real exchange rate indicate? Options are the number of units of domestic currency needed to purchase 1 unit of a foreign currency, the average exchange rate over a specific periods adjusted for market volatility, The exchange rate that takes into account inflation differences between two countries, indicating how much goods and services in the domestic currency country can be exchanged for a goods and services in a foreign country. The official exchange rate set by the government for all foreign trade, and the exchange rate that applies only to large scale transactions between central banks. Yes, guys, do let me know what do you understand by the term real exchange rate. So right answer is option number C here. That is the exchange rate that takes into account inflation differences between two countries, indicating how much goods and services in the domestic country can be exchanged for goods and services in a foreign country. Question number third is, which of the following best describes a hard currency? Options are: a currency that is difficult to counterfeit and is only used in domestic transactions, a currency that is backed by gold reserves and is accepted globally without fluctuation in its value, a currency with high liquidity, widespread international acceptance, and backed by an economy with highly diversified and essential exports, creating constant demand and scarcity, a currency that is used only in international transactions and not within the issuing country, or a currency that is pegged to a fixed exchange rate with another strong currency like the US dollar. So, what does the term hard currency represent? Tell me. So right answer is option number C here. That is a currency with high liquidity, widespread international acceptance, and backed by an economy with a highly diversified and essential exports, creating constant demand and scarcity. Question number fourth is, what does current account convertibility refer to? Options are: the ability to freely convert a current country's currency into gold or other precious metals for international trade, the freedom to convert domestic currency into foreign currency for all types of financial transactions, including capital account transactions like investments, the ability to freely convert a country's currency into foreign currency for transactions related to trade in goods and services, income, and current transfers without restrictions, the process by which a country pegs its currency to a major foreign currency to stabilize its exchange rate, the ability to convert a country's currency into foreign currency only for government approved transactions. Yes, do let me know, guys, what is the meaning of current account convertibility according to you? So right answer is option number C here. That is the ability to freely convert a country's currency into foreign currency for transaction related to trade in goods and services, income and current transfer without restrictions. तो इसका मतलब क्या है कि जो भी करंट अकाउंट से रिलेटेड ट्रांजेक्शन है तो कितना फ्रीली, ठीक है, कितना फ्रीली यहाँ पे एक करेंसी को दूसरी करेंसी में कन्वर्ट किया जा सकता है फॉर द पर्पस ऑफ करंट अकाउंट ट्रांजेक्शंस लाइक ट्रेड इन गुड्स, ट्रेड इन सर्विसेज, इनकम, करंट ट्रांसफर्स, रेमिटेंसेस, ठीक है, फॉर ऑल दिस पर्पसेस. How freely a currency can be converted into another currency. This is the basically concept of current account convertibility. Question number 5 is, what does the term exchange rate refer to? Options are: the interest rate charged by banks for loans in a foreign currency, the value of one nation's currency compared to the currency of another nation or economic zone, the amount of foreign currency a government holds in its reserves, the difference between the export and import value of a country, or the tax rate imposed on a foreign goods and services. Tell me, exchange rate का मतलब क्या है, guys? I don't know why you guys are not participating, guys. This is very very important. Do participate because this ensures कि आप यहाँ पर सीरियस हैं अपने एग्जाम को लेकर. You will gain the confidence as well. You will enhance your knowledge as well. ठीक है, तो आपके लिए win-win situation है if you participate in the session. So right answer is option number here B, that is a value of one nation's currency compared to the currency of another nation or economic zone. For example, $1 is equal to rupees 90. This is the exchange rate, right? This is the exchange rate. That is the value of one nation's currency compared to the currency of another nation. So here we are basically determining the value of currency, both the currencies, like $1 is equal to rupees 90, which means in order to have 1 unit of dollar, we need to spend rupees 90 here. Question number 6 is, why might a rise in the price of a foreign exchange leads to a decrease in the demand for foreign exchange? Options are: it makes domestic goods cheaper for foreigners, it increases the availability of foreign goods in the domestic market, it raises the cost of purchasing foreign goods, reducing demand for imports, it increases the purchasing power of the domestic currency in the foreign market, or it decreases the value of foreign financial assets. So right answer is option number C, that is it raises the cost in terms of domestic currency of purchasing foreign goods, reducing demand for imports. Question number 7 is, how does a rise in the price of foreign exchange affect India's exports and the supply of foreign exchange? Options are, it increases the cost of Indian products for foreigners, reducing exports and foreign exchange supply. It decreases the cost of Indian products for foreigners, increasing exports and foreign exchange supply. It has no effect on the cost of Indian products for foreigners or the supply of foreign exchange. It decreases both India's exports and the demand for foreign exchange. It increases the demand for Indian currency, leading to a decrease in foreign exchange supply. So right answer is option number B. That is, it decreases the cost of Indian products for foreigners, increasing exports and foreign exchange supply. Question number 8 is, which of the following is a reason why foreign currency flows into a home country? So options are, domestic consumers purchasing foreign goods, foreigners buying the home country's assets, the home country reducing its imports, the home country increasing its tax rates, or domestic companies investing in foreign countries. Read the question carefully and try to attempt it. So right answer is option number B, that is foreigners buying the home country's assets. So why foreigners currency flow into home country? Because foreigners buying the home country's asset, that is why it is flowing into a home country. Question number 9 is, what is the fixed exchange rate? Options are, an exchange rate that fluctuates based on supply and demand in the foreign exchange market, an exchange rate that is determined by international agreements between countries, an exchange rate that is established at a specific level and maintained through government actions, typically by a central bank. An exchange rate that changes daily according to the inflation rate of the home country, or an exchange rate that is determined by the economic performance of a country. Tell me guys, what is the right answer? So right answer is option number C, that is an exchange rate that is established at a specific level and maintained through a government actions, typically by a central bank. So what is happening in the fixed exchange rate? Suppose if it is fixed like $1 is equal to rupees 80, right? So this will be fixed until and unless it is further changed by the गवर्नमेंट, राइट. सो दिस इज फिक्स्ड एंड गवर्नमेंट क्या करती है? गवर्नमेंट अपने एक्शन से इसको यहाँ पर इस स्पेसिफिक लेवल पर फिक्स रखती है, राइट. सो बेसिकली दिस इज परफॉर्म बाय द सेंट्रल बैंक ऑन द बिहाफ ऑफ द गवर्नमेंट इटसेल्फ. Question number 10 is, what does the term devaluation refer to? Devaluation, right? This is the question. So options are, increasing the value of a nation's currency relative to other currencies, allowing the currency value to float freely without government intervention, reducing the price of a nation's currency in terms of other currencies, fixing the exchange rate of a currency at a higher value, or strengthening a nation's currency by accumulating foreign reserves. So what is the right answer, guys? We are talking about the term devaluation. You might have heard about it. So right answer is option number C, that is reducing the price of a nation's currency in terms of other currencies. So for example, if I am saying that $1 is equal to rupees 90, right? Later on, government decides and RBI is making it $1 is equal to rupees 95. So what is this? This is the devaluation of the currency. What is the meaning of devaluation of the currency? That is, our currency is weakening here. Why? Because earlier we needed to spend rupees 90 in order to have 1 unit of dollar, but now in order to have 1 unit of dollar we need to spend rupees 95, which means our country's currency is decreasing here, right? The value is decreasing here. क्वेश्चन नंबर 11 is, what is the primary purpose of a government devaluing its currency? जब भी गवर्नमेंट यहाँ पे devaluation करती है, so what is the primary purpose of a government? Options are, to increase the value of foreign imports and decrease the value of domestic exports, to lower the price of the currency's exports and raise the price of a foreign imports, boosting domestic production, further to reduce inflation by making foreign goods cheaper, to attract foreign investment by making domestic assets more valuable, or to stabilize the currency by fixing it to the value of another currency. So what is the right answer here? Option number B is the right answer, that is to lower the price of a country's exports and raise the price of a foreign imports, boosting domestic production. So what is happening? जब भी गवर्नमेंट यहाँ पर devaluation करती है, so primary purpose of devaluation is to increase the exports from the country, right? Increase the exports from the country. Country से अगर exports ज़्यादा होंगे, तो इससे क्या होगा? हमारे पास ज़्यादा foreign exchange आएगा, and हमारा जो foreign exchange reserve है, हमारा जो foreign exchange reserve है, वो और भी ज़्यादा यहाँ पर क्या होगा? Strong होगा. ठीक है जी? So that is why option number B is the right answer. Question number 12 is, what does the term revaluation refer to? Now you may relate it. This is related to the devaluation only. So what does the term revaluation refer to? Options are reducing the value of a nation's currency relative to other currencies, allowing the currency value to be determined by market forces without government intervention, increasing the price, that is exchange rate of a nation's currency in terms of other currencies, fixing the exchange rate of a currency at a lower value, and weakening a nation's currency by selling foreign reserves. Yes, guys, tell me what is the right answer here. The term revaluation. What do you think by the term revaluation? The right answer is option number C, that is increasing the price, that is exchange rate of a nation's currency in terms of other currencies. So for example, if I'm saying that currently $1 is equal to rupees 90, suppose this is the scenario. Later on, suppose if government decides to increase the value of Indian rupee, then government may make it to $1 equal to rupees 80. Right? This is the revaluation where our currency, our country's currency is becoming stronger. यहाँ पे हमारी जो करेंसी, हमारी कंट्री की जो करेंसी वो स्ट्रांग हो रही है. वाई? बिकॉज अर्लियर in order to have 1 unit of dollar we need to spend rupees 90, but now in order to have 1 unit of dollar we need to spend rupees 80 only, which means हमारी जो वैल्यू है हमारी करेंसी की, that is increasing, वैल्यू इसकी बढ़ रही है, and this is the term revaluation. Question number 13th is, what is the purpose of revaluation in terms of foreign exchange and how is it typically implemented? So options are to increase the price of foreign imports and decrease the price of domestic exports, implemented by selling the nation's currency and buying foreign currencies, to raise the price of the country's exports and lower the price of foreign imports, implemented by buying the nation's currency and or selling foreign currencies. Option number C, to stabilize the exchange rate by adjusting domestic interest rates, implemented by changing government policy, to balance the trade deficit by encouraging more foreign investments, implemented by increasing foreign exchange reserves, to reduce inflation by decreasing the cost of domestic goods, implemented by controlling money supply. So guys, what is the right answer here? Tell me the right answer. Right answer is option number B, that is to raise the price of the country's exports and lower the price of foreign imports, implemented by buying the nation's currency and or selling foreign currency. जब हमारे यहाँ पे हमारी करेंसी को बाय किया जाएगा, so there will be a shortage of the our currency and that will lead to the increase in value. और जब यहाँ पे foreign currency को, for example डॉलर को अगर मार्केट में सेल किया जाएगा, then that will lead to the increase in supply of dollars. ठीक है, डॉलर की supply will increase here, so that will lead to the decrease in the value of the dollar and that is the revaluation. ठीक है, इसको हम बोलते हैं revaluation, जो मैंने आपको एग्जांपल दिया था. Question number 14th is, what does a flexible exchange rate system involve? Options are active government intervention to stabilize currency value through buying or selling the foreign exchange, a fixed exchange rate where the currency value is pegged to another currency or basket of currencies, a hands-off policy where the exchange rate is determined solely by the market forces without government interference, a system where the central bank sets a specific target rate for the currency and adjusts monetary policy to maintain it, and an exchange rate policy that involves setting an upper and lower bound for currency value and intervening when limits are breached. So what is the right answer guys according to you? Tell me. आपके हिसाब से सही आंसर क्या है यहाँ पर? So right answer is option number C here. C is the right answer. That is a hands-off policy where the exchange rate is determined by solely by the market forces without government interference. ठीक है, तो यहाँ पे क्या हो रहा है? यहाँ पे the exchange rate is determined by the market forces of demand and supply. There is no government interference in the flexible exchange rate regime. For example, if today $1 is equal to rupees 90, tomorrow if it becomes 90.5. ठीक है, day after tomorrow if it becomes $1 equals to 89.95, right? So what is this happening? This is happening because of the market forces of demand and supply. There is no government interference in the flexible exchange rate regime. Got it? Question number 15th is, which of the following best describes the balance of payments? Options are a record of all financial transactions of a country's government with its citizens, a systematic record of all economic transactions of residents of a country with the rest of the world during a given period of time, a summary of a country's domestic trade activities, a detailed report of a country's internal budget and spending, or a list of all the debts and credits of a country's government. Tell me guys, what do you think? What can be the perfect description of the balance of payment? So right answer is option number B. That is a systematic record of all economic transactions of residents of a country with the rest of the world during a given period of time. So through the balance of payment, we are tracking the inflow and outflow of the foreign exchange, right? So in a country, we are tracking the inflow and outflow of the foreign exchange through the balance of payment. So basically here we are maintaining a systematic record of all economic transaction which is happening between the residents of a country with the rest of the world, and through which we are tracking the foreign exchange inflow and the outflow. Question number 16 is which of the following components is included in the current account of a nation's balance of payments? Options are foreign direct investment, exchange of goods, exports in India, export and import basically, then purchase of foreign assets, government borrowing from foreign sources, and long-term loans to foreign countries. बताइए which of the following are the components included in the current account of a nation's balance of payment? So right answer is option number B, that is exchange of goods, that is export and import of goods. ठीक है, export and import of goods ये है basically यहाँ पर. ठीक है, तो export and import of goods यहाँ पे हम goods को ले लेते हैं, then services are the part of it, then basically यहाँ पर transfer payment like grants हो गए, remittances हो गए, they all are the components of the current account. Question number 17 is which of the following best describes the balance of trade? Options are the difference between the value of a country's total exports and total imports of goods and services in a given period, the total value of all financial transactions between a country and the rest of the world in a given period, the difference between the value of exports and the value of imports of a goods of a country in a given period of time, the sum of all monetary gifts and transfer payment to and from other nations, the record of a country's government borrowing from foreign sources. What is the right answer, guys? So right answer is option number C, that is the difference between the value of exports and value of imports of a country in a given period of time. And basically balance of trade में we only take into account the value of, ठीक है, only the value of goods. यहाँ पे हम सिर्फ और सिर्फ goods की value को ही consider करते हैं. ठीक है, when we talk about the balance of trade, so here we only take into account the value of goods here. Question number 18th, when is the balance of trade said to be in balance? BOT कब यहाँ पर balance consider किया जाएगा? Options are when the value of a country's exports of a goods exceed its imports of goods, when the value of a country's imports of goods exceed its export of goods, when the value of a country's export of goods is equal to its imports of goods, when the value of a country's exports and imports of services are equal, when the value of a country's total financial transactions with the rest of the world are equal. So what is the right answer, guys? Right answer is option number C, that is when the value of a country's export of goods is equal to its import of goods. For example, if you are earning rupees 100, right, and if you are spending rupees 100, so at the end of the month you will be having 0 rupees, neither positive nor negative, right? So that is why this is the balance position where the value of a country's export of goods is equal to its import of goods. Question number 19th is what condition leads to a surplus balance of trade or trade surplus? So options are when a country's import of goods exceed its export of goods, when country's export of goods are equal to its import of goods, when a country's export of goods exceed its import of goods, when a country's total financial transaction with the rest of the world are balanced, or when a country's import of services exceed its export of services. So we are talking about the concept of trade surplus, right? Trade surplus. Tell me, what is the right answer? Right answer is option number C, that is when a country's export of goods exceed its import of goods. So for example, if you are earning rupees 100, right, and every month you are spending rupees 70 only, so at the end of the month you will be having positive balance of rupees 30, and this is the surplus position, that is the positive balance. So similarly here, when a country's export of goods exceed its import of goods, so then in that case this will be a surplus position or trade surplus. Question number 20th is what does the term net invisibles refer to in the context of a country's economy? The options are the difference between the value of physical goods exported and imported, the total value of all services and income received from abroad, the difference between the value of export and imports of physical goods, the difference between the value of export and imports of services, income and transfers, or the total value of foreign direct investment in a country. Yes. Tell me, what do you understand by the term net invisibles? So right answer is option number D. That is the difference between the value of exports and imports of services, income and transfer. Right. So what is happening? So here when we talk about the balance of payment, so balance of payment is having two, you can say components. Number is one is current account. Number second is the capital account, right? In the current account, you will be seeing, observing here, trade in goods, trade in services, and transfer payments, which includes, you can say, remittances, grants, right? When we talk about the goods only, so this is the concept of balance of trade. When we talk about the services and transfer payment, this is known as balance of invisibles or net invisibles. Clear? Right? So that is the option number D is the right answer. Now guys, these all are the 20 questions that I wanted to discuss with you. Now this is the achievers question, and you know the rules. Those who would be attempting it correctly, those who would be giving the right answer of this question in the comment box, their name will be reflected in the next session on Thursday. So the question is, what does the term net transfer refer to in the context of international economics? Options are the difference between the value of exported and imported goods, the difference between investment and income received and paid abroad, the difference between gifts or transfers received from other nations and transfers sent to other nations, the total value of foreign direct investment in a country, or the net income from international trade in services. So what is the right answer? That you have to tell me in the comment box. If you will give the right answer, your name will be reflected in the next session. And guys, as you know that NABARD examination is going to happen soon here. So still, if you are looking for any program through which you can prepare early for this examination, Siddharth, you have to give the answer in the comment box, not in the live chat box, right? So that I can take your name in the next session. Got it? So I was telling you NABARD grade examination is going to happen soon. So if you have filled the form and if you are looking for a program through which you can prepare for this examination, so guys, here is the crash course we have launched. We have launched it here. So if you want to enroll for this course, guys, link is given in the description. Click on the link, see the demo classes, go through the notes, go through the MCQs, read about the faculty, and then you will see whether you are convinced that this course is going to help you or not, right? Similarly, I hope you are aware that the vacancies of general stream for SEBI Grade A examination has been increased from previously from 56 to 77. So again, this is a golden opportunity for you. And for that, we have again launched the crash course for SEBI Grade A examination. And phase 1 is going to happen on 10th of January. Phase 2 is going to happen on 21st of February, which means you have sufficient time to prepare for SEBI Grade A examination. So even if you have not started the preparation, you can start the preparation and clear the SEBI grade examination, provided you must be consistent, you must be directed, right? You must be having the clear-cut study plan, guys, and you can be the part of our crash course through which you can prepare with us so that you can complete the syllabus timely, you can focus on the revision, you can focus on the mock test. The link of this also given in the description. But if you want to prepare for NABARD also, SEBI also, and next year RBI also, then why to enroll the separate courses? Alag-alag courses क्यों लेना है when you have a regulatory body super pack? Through the regulatory body super pack, guys, you can prepare with us and you can give 10 plus examination. Simultaneously, you can prepare for all these examinations like RBI, SEBI, NABARD, PFRDA, SIDBI, IFSCA, NPS, ECGCPO, right? So, etc. So सारे एग्जाम्स आप हमारे साथ प्रिपेयर कर सकते हैं थ्रू अ सिंगल कॉम्प्रिहेंसिव कोर्स दैट इज अ सुपर पैक. What is the benefit of this? Simply, if you are appearing for multiple exams, which you must, reason being that there is a huge overlap of the syllabus. So if you are appearing for multiple examination, then in that case you have to have a course separately for all the examination. So you will end up paying 10x cost in that case. But if you take this regulatory body super pack, so simply you have to pay 10% of the cost and you would be able to prepare for all these examination simultaneously. राइट, किसी और एग्जाम का कोर्स लेना है, सिर्फ और सिर्फ सुपर पैक, इसके थ्रू आपके पास सारे ही कोर्सेज का एक्सेस आ जाएगा। इस हाउ टू एनरोल इट, नंबर फर्स्ट इज लिंक गिवन इन द डिस्क्रिप्शन। सेकेंडली, इफ यू वांट टू एनरोल फ्रॉम द वेबसाइट, तो आप वेबसाइट से कैसे एनरोल कर सकते हैं, दैट आई एम गोइंग टू टेल यू हियर। आप यहाँ पे सिंपली देखिए, आपको करना क्या है, गूगल पर जाइए, टाइप टेक्स्ट बुक, फर्स्ट नंबर का लिंक आपको ओपन करना है, दैट इज अवर वेबसाइट। हियर यू कैन गो सुपर कोचिंग ऑप्शन, सुपर कोचिंग पर जाइए, उसके बाद यहाँ पे लेफ्ट हैंड साइड पे यू कैन सी मल्टीपल एग्जामिनेशन, यू हैव टू क्लिक ऑन रेगुलेटरी बॉडी एग्जाम, यहाँ पे क्लिक करिए। आफ्टर दैट यू कैन सी अगेन मल्टीपल कोर्सेज, आरबीआई का हो गया, देन रेगुलेटरी बॉडी एग्जाम सुपर पैक, नबार्ड। सपोज इफ यू आर इंटरेस्टेड इन रेगुलेटरी बॉडी एग्जाम सुपर पैक, राइट, सो यू हैव टू सिंपली क्लिक ऑन द सुपर पैक, दिस लिंक आपको यहाँ पे क्लिक करना है। आफ्टर दैट यू कैन सी all the deliverables under the super pack, राइट। सो इसको क्लिक करने के बाद यू विल सी ऑल द इन्फॉर्मेशन, सारी इन्फॉर्मेशन आपको देखने के लिए मिल जाएगी, कौन कौन से कोर्सेज हैं यहाँ पर, लाइक नबार्ड, सेबी, आरबीआई, पीएफआरडी, सिडबी, इरडाई, आईएफएससीए, एफएसएसएआई, एनएचबी, ईसीजीसी, मल्टीपल एग्जाम्स आर कवर्ड हियर। आफ्टर दैट यू हैव टू स्क्रॉल डाउन, यू विल बी सीइंग अबाउट द फैकल्टीज, यू विल सीइंग द डेमो क्लासेस, आप यहाँ पर डेमो क्लासेस देख सकते हैं। देन यू विल गो थ्रू द नोट्स हियर, आपको सारे नोट्स देखने के लिए मिल जाएंगे, डेमो नोट्स, राइट। Then practice questions. After that, if you feel that yes, this course is going to help me, then you can enroll for it. You have a different validity option, like 24 months की validity भी है, 12 months की भी है, 6 months की भी है। So based on your preparation level, आप यहाँ पे preparation कर सकते हो। You can see here, यहाँ पे आप देखिए the price, but this price you are not supposed to pay। सिंपली आप जाइए यहाँ पे अप्लाई कूपन पे, क्लिक ऑन द अप्लाई कूपन, जो भी कोड यहाँ पे एंटर्ड है उसको यहाँ पे रिमूव करिए एंड यूज द कोड प्रकाश, राइट, विच इज माई नेम। आप इसको अप्लाई करेंगे तो आपको ऑटोमेटिकली यू कैन सी डिस्काउंट यहाँ पे मिल जाएगा। सो मैक्सिमम डिस्काउंट यू वुड अवेल इफ यू अप्लाई द कोड प्रकाश, एंड आफ्टर दैट यू विल बी हैविंग 3 EMI फैसिलिटी। सो आप 3 EMI के थ्रू यहाँ पर पेमेंट भी कर सकते हैं गाइस। सो दिस इज हाउ यू हैव टू एनरोल फॉर द कोर्स, एनी कोर्स जिसका भी आप प्रिपरेशन करना चाहते हैं, आप इस तरीके से, इसी प्रोसेस से आप एनरोल कर सकते हैं गाइज, राइट। एंड फर्दर डू नॉट फॉरगेट टू यूज द कोड प्रकाश, क्योंकि इसकी हेल्प से ही आप यहाँ पर मैक्सिमम डिस्काउंट जो है वो आपको मिल पाएगा, राइट। एंड डू जॉइन माय टेलीग्राम ग्रुप एज वेल इन ऑर्डर टू हैव द PDF ऑफ द सेशन, एज वेल एज इफ यू वांट टू बी इन टच विथ मी, देन इन दैट केस आप यहाँ पे सिंपली टेलीग्राम ग्रुप ज्वाइन करिए। इसको ज्वाइन करने के बाद यू कैन आस्क queries whatever you want to ask, right? So this is all guys, thank you very much, I hope you enjoyed the discussion. Do not forget to answer the achievers question if you want to see your name in the next session. Bye bye guys, take care, we'll meet you in the next session. Till then, goodbye, happy